Have you ever caught yourself just staring at your reflection, zooming in on every little thing you think is wrong? Maybe it's the shape of your nose, the curve of your smile, or that one feature you wish you could just swap out. Trust me, you're not alone. Most of us have been there, tearing ourselves apart and wishing we could just see someone else in the mirror. But what if I told you, the way you see yourself isn't just in your head? What if it's actually shaping the way other people see you? And even better, what if you could completely change how people perceive you without changing a single thing about your looks? Let me share a story with you. It's not always easy for me to talk about, but I know someone out there needs to hear it. A few years ago, I was sitting alone in a crowded coffee shop, doing everything I could to disappear behind my laptop. I'd catch my reflection in the window and immediately look away. I hated what I saw. My skin, my hair, even just the way I carried myself. I spent so much energy chasing compliments, chasing relationships, hoping that if someone else finally thought I was enough, maybe I'd start to believe it too. But no matter what anyone said, that deep feeling of not enough just wouldn't go away. And then one night, something random happened. I was scrolling through movies and ended up watching a comedy called I Feel Pretty. It sounds silly, but stick with me. In the movie, the main character, played by Amy Schumer, hits her head and suddenly wakes up believing she's absolutely stunning. Here's the twist. Nothing about her appearance actually changes, but everything about the way she shows up in the world does, because her self-image changed. And watching that, I had this moment of realization. Maybe it isn't our reality that shapes how we see ourselves. Maybe it's the other way around. Our self-image is like a filter, shaping every interaction, every opportunity, every connection. This isn't just some motivational soundbite. There's real science behind it. Our brains are wired to reinforce what we already believe about ourselves. When you think you're not good enough, you actually start to move, speak, and act as if it's true. And the world, in turn, reflects that belief right back at you. So here's what I did next, and what I'm inviting you to try. I started a simple experiment with myself. Every morning, I'd stand in front of the mirror and say out loud 3 things I liked about myself. At first, it felt awkward. Actually, it felt kind of fake. My mind was quick to jump in with negativity, but I kept at it. The first few days were tough. My inner critic was loud. But after a few weeks, little things started to shift. I started to notice that people treated me differently. The barista remembered my order, conversations felt easier, and out of nowhere, a coworker told me I seemed more alive lately, even though nothing had changed about my looks. The truth is, when you change how you see yourself, you literally change how you show up, your energy, your posture, your confidence. And the world picks up on that, whether you realize it or not. So, if you're ready to try this for yourself, here are a few practices that truly changed the game for me. First, mirror work. Stand in front of your mirror every morning. Really look into your own eyes. Tell yourself out loud something positive. Even if it feels awkward, especially if it feels awkward, keep going. That discomfort, it's just old programming trying to keep you where you are. Second, energy check-ins. Throughout the day, notice your posture, your breath, your presence. When you catch yourself shrinking or apologizing for existing, pause. Take a breath. Stand tall. Remind yourself that you deserve to take up space. Third, appreciate your uniqueness. Notice the little things that make you, you. The sound of your laugh, the spark in your eyes, the way you light up when you talk about something you love. Celebrate your essence, not just your appearance. Fourth, reality testing. When a negative thought pops up, I look awful today, pause and ask yourself, is this really true? Or is this just an old belief? Start gathering real evidence that supports a kinder, more accurate view of yourself. Write down compliments, moments of confidence, or times you felt proud. And here's a bonus. Redirect your energy. Instead of pouring all that mental effort into self-criticism, channel it into something that makes you feel alive. Whether that's creativity, movement, learning, or simply being present. Your energy is powerful. Don't waste it beating yourself up. Here's my challenge for you right now. After listening to this, go find a mirror. Look at yourself, really look. And instead of picking out what you want to change, find one thing to appreciate. Just one. That's where the shift begins. And if you feel brave, come back and share what you found. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Self-love isn't always easy, but it's the most worthwhile journey you'll ever take. Thanks for listening, and until next time, take care of yourself, inside and out.